Let's take a look at the famous Francis Byrne. Was originally a private facility. In 1978, the township or the county bought this golf course here, and it's been a public golf course ever since.
That original golf course was the West Course of Essex Country Club, which is right down the street from this facility.
Challenging course built in the 20s as a private facility, 36-hole facility, and it was built by famous golf designer Charles Banks.
And this was during the golden era of golf, the 20s, the 30s. People were golfing, they were getting excited to go golf, and the course here itself, it was pretty much a mecca with 36 holes to choose from. It was private, but due to financial difficulties at some point, the course now opens its door for public golf.
The first hole is named after the St. Andrews first hole, the road course. Golfer Bobby Jones is considered 12, 13, and 14 the hardest holes he's ever played. He's had some updates by Stephen K in 2023. See, with the tee box changing on some of the holes here.
The course here was named after a West Orange community leader and town commissioner for 15 years during 1960s, whose father was the Governor Brendan Byrne. They have a driving range. The number 1 hole has changed in the last year, so it might not be named after the Scotland Links course, St. Andrews, as mentioned earlier in the video, but nonetheless, it's still a great golf course. Stephen K really came in and ripped up a lot of things with this course. You can see right off the bat, the putting green surfaces, the highlight of the course. This is a great course outside of New York City, a must for anyone that plays golf within New York City as well. And since it's a county course, it's extremely affordable. A pass for county residents are only $50 for walking on the weekday, and general fees is right a little bit over that, maybe $10 more you save. The course is pretty challenging, especially the back 9 as mentioned. It's a par 70 that stretches 6,941 yards with a rating of 74.1 and a slope of 140. And depending on where you hit the golf ball, it could just go the opposite side of the fairway or green. But overall, this course has a lot of history, a lot of famous individuals, celebrities, politicians, all playing this golf course at some point in their career. Now, I overall thought this was one of the top public golf in New Jersey for the price and just the conditions of the course. The pace of play was also very fair. They weren't pushing people out. They don't overpopulate the tee times here. I've noticed that with county courses, they don't do that. And even in Monmouth County, it was a little bit like that. But overall, there's more elevation than you would suspect at this course. And on the back 9, I recommend being very strategic with your first and second shot because it's a lot more challenging than you think when you get off the tee. There's a lot of water cutting through it, and depending on the rain season, if it rains the day before, the cart path only, this could be a challenging golf course to just navigate through 18 holes because of all the elevation. The history being dated in the 1920s, the late 1920s. We love these type of courses on this channel. It says 1928, but I thought it even dated back to 1926 on its website. So there's some different comparisons. I could pull that up, but you could check it out yourself. But overall, you could see the green, very lush. This is the summertime, so you're getting peak season, one would say, or at least the tail end of the peak season. But all that elevation makes you very tired walking the golf course. It's not really recommended, even though I thought it was a good walk. By the time I got to that back 9, I was pretty beat. Overall, this course takes good care of itself. You can see right off the bat the putting green surfaces. You got to be very careful. You can score pretty well if you putt well here. I will say that. The elevated greens play a major factor on some of the holes. Multiple different tee boxes to choose from, and strategic trees kind of laid out through the golf course. And the bunker play, you could tell Stephen K always did a good job at keeping track of his bunkers and not going over designing it and making it very hard to maintain the bunker itself. Now, in a 1 to 10 in comparison to other golf reviews, I think this course sits in an 8. which is very high. I didn't think that this course would be as nice as I thought. A lot of fans recommended this, so thank you for that. I would eventually tried to play this one, but I went out of my way because of that. I'm going to give it an 8.1. I think it sits there with some beautiful history, and hopefully you get to enjoy this golf course and the rich history that it has to offer. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button as we slam Whitey all around the United States. You can see the conditions kind of start to fall apart on back nine, and or at least on number 18 here. But it's a well kept golf course outside of that, and you hate to see something like that before you leave, but you're so psyched about the golf event, you really don't mind. That's going to do it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos to come.